in there? What's your problem? Are you scared? Everything is magic here. We make it up out of thin air. Nothing's complete, nothing's concrete. Sweet or sour, it's what we make. The question is the answer to most everything. The Wookiee, Han, and Luke would sit back and wait. Come on, it's not too late. Clap your hands, stomp your feet, shake your hips, and repeat. Feel the rhythm and the beat. Stroke your hair, kiss the air.
1, 2, 3. In a galaxy far, far away. Dare to dream. Dare to dream. In a galaxy far, far away. Dare to
Hey now, listen up. There's no need to hesitate. There's no stop and celebrate. Every day's a brand new day. Let's get going. What you say? Nothing's complete, nothing's concrete. Sweet or sour, it's what we make. The question is the answer to most everything. And Padme Leia Ray would sit back and wait. Come on, it's not too late. Clap your hands, stomp your feet, shake your hips, and repeat. Feel the rhythm and the beat. Stroke your hair, kiss the air.
Dare to dream in a galaxy far, far away. Dare to dream. Dare to
Clap your hands, stomp your feet, shake your hips, and repeat. Feel the rhythm and the beat. Stroke your hair, kiss the air.
Dare to dream in a galaxy far, far away. Dare to
Clap your hands, stomp your feet, shake your hips, and repeat. Feel the rhythm and the beat. Stroke your hair, kiss the air.
dream in a galaxy far, far away. Dare to
Clap your hands, stomp your feet, shake your hips, and repeat. Feel the rhythm and the beat. Stroke your hair, kiss the air.
dream in a galaxy far, far away. Dare to
Clap your hands, stomp your feet, shake your hips, and repeat. Feel the rhythm and the beat. Stroke your hair, kiss the air.
dream in a galaxy far, far away. Dare to dream.
And we're live.
We are live.
Facebook, YouTube, and parts unknown. I had the settings set wrong there.
And show.
But yeah, parts unknown is Holly. Where are you? Where in the world is Hollywood?
I am in Memphis, Tennessee, at what I would think is the largest Bass Pro Shop there is. If you can see it behind me.
That's a big pro shop.
Now, as you can see above the logo, there's like a little, not little, well, it looks little from here, observation deck. So when we go inside, there's an elevator, and you can actually take that all the way to the top and go stand outside on this glass bottom observation deck. Pay money
So,
to go.
what are the people on the observation deck looking at?
I guess. Well, there's a river. Right over this way is a river. I don't know, something like that. So,
Holly, you need bigger
Oh,
sunglasses.
our
Mary.
geography.
but and then the city of Memphis is the way that you can probably
Oh,
get a
okay.
good view. So we were trying to come here a little bit later, so we could get a better view and not melt from the glass. And it is so hot here. Like, I thought California was hot, and the bugs are out of control here. That's all I have to say. Like, these bugs are crazy.
I
Terrible.
will say a quick Google search tells me that that is the world's largest Bass Pro Shop,
Okay,
located in a giant
assumed.
pyramid in Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah. So we didn't know that there was a hotel in here, which made sense. So we didn't know that until we walked through and said hotel check-in. So I'm like, okay, well, that makes sense. So we're like, well, what's in this big, huge pyramid? This can't just be, giraffes and stuffed animals, So, but I just got here like 5 minutes ago. So I've yet to discover, but we did see the alligator. So there's live alligators in here, not just stuffed, and some live ducks, and I don't know what else. So we'll have to see what's going on.
So it looks like Mary did a Google search as well. It also has the world's tallest freestanding elevator,
Okay.
28 stories.
Wow. Yeah.
What's a freestanding elevator? An elevator that just goes up to nothing? Like
No, like it's not connected like in the building. Like, it's
you
not
just
connected
step
by
out and
walls.
you fall 28 stories. Gotta be. That's like something Simon would design.
Right? You go out to outer space and come down and die. Isn't that what he said he wanted to do for his ride?
So Mary's Googling this place now. Fish feeding and an aquarium, so you can feed some fish.
Yeah, there's a brochure that we picked up, and it goes over all the activities. Here, I'm gonna flip it around here. Give me a moment.
And it looks like there's food up there.
Yeah, there's a restaurant.
Wasn't there like a hotel in that building
Yeah,
too?
I'll show that too.
Mhm.
Uh-oh. What's happening?
Got your finger over the camera? Or?
No, I don't know what happened. I
Hey,
changed.
George, you got to take your finger off the camera. Then.
Right. Okay. So there's a little shooting range here, not real guns, but it's cute.
Kind of like a Frontierland sort
Yeah,
of.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we all know this candy that they have. So this
Look,
is
paradise.
real ponds here.
Katie's saying she's been to that Bass Pro Shop.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
didn't
cool.
know, but Katie's family has a cabin over in, I believe, Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge. So I had no idea. So she comes here often
Okay.
to Tennessee. So here's a bunch of fish. I don't see the ducks right now.
Oh, wow. Very rustic looking.
Yeah, I love it.
It's
And
like
then here's
where the frogs
what
go.
this is.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
So does that go up to the
I'm
overlook?
gonna assume the tickets and how much they are.
Is that a
Not
real
huge.
tree or a fake tree in there?
No, here's a real duck.
So the trees are fake, but the ducks are
Oh,
real.
look at
So that's
that.
important.
Do you see that fish?
Oh, wow.
Fish in there.
That's insane. I thought it was an alligator. I seriously just got scared for a moment. I thought I was gonna have to run because
It is kind of creepy walking
yeah,
around here.
there's no railing right here. You almost just saw me drop my phone and
Okay, the elevator's $8.
okay.
That's not
Thanks,
bad.
Mary. Mary, how much for kids?
$5 for kids.
Okay, thanks. I'm so glad she's finding out, even though I'm the one inside the place.
Carolyn is asking if that's a catfish, that big long
You know,
one.
at some point, we should just make Mary a co-host on here because she has all the answers that we
Oh
don't.
yeah.
I don't think it's a catfish because catfish usually have like
No, I think
big,
it was.
big
I
heads.
heard someone say it was like a sturgeon or something.
It's
Oh.
pretty slender for a sturgeon too. It was almost eel-like.
Ugh. Okay, so here's there's real alligators, and the glare is a little bit hard from the phone.
Glare is really bad.
Let's see. one right.
They're kind of sitting there on the rocks.
Yeah, and then there's another little one right there, and then there's one
Oh, that one we can see better. Yeah, right there.
with
Okay.
There
the
it is,
glare. Yeah, and then this elevator's pretty crazy.
Oh wow.
Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna do that. So I'm assuming these are all the rooms, the hotel rooms.
Mary's asking, why didn't you ever invite me live this Saturday?
I think most of them are. Oh, here's another pretty large fish. I don't know what these are. Ooh, oh, there! Look at that one way over there. See that one?
It's very glary.
It's right up below the glares.
Okay. Geez, that looks like an alligator.
It does. But it's not though. Let's see. See if I can get a better shot.
Mary says the alligator
What?
doesn't. Holy cow! Long nose on that thing.
It's like a shark.
Carolyn wants to know, where are the kids? Did you send them up the elevator?
I have no idea where they are.
They could be sturgeon, Mary says.
I'm trying to see like a sign. There's no signs to say what they are.
Do they sell fishing rods there?
Can you test them out in their little fish ponds there?
Right? It's very interesting. Oh, here's one up there too. But here's one
Okay.
right here. These fish are. Oh, these are catfish right here. So
That's
here's
catfish.
catfish.
Yeah, those are catfish heads and the. Well,
Yeah,
the whiz-
That's the telltale sign for sure. Gosh, this place is so cool.
saying that you can go like buy one and bait it, and test it.
Like what that guy was saying last night. They used to do on Tom Sawyer Island.
Yeah, that was a crazy story. Lake.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
they have to advertise too. They can't. Yeah, I wish there was some thing showing what it was.
Okay. Do we want to? Oh, we lost her.
Mm.
Do we want to do the tip of the week?
Yeah, I do because I don't
Absolutely.
know what it is.
Do you have Justin?
Let me just pull it up quick here.
Okay, you pull it up. I'll play the jingle.
Tip of the week brought to you by Dream Creators Travel. This tip comes from Chris Salata, and he says, if you are a first-time guest and you think you're going to need something while you're on your trip, bring it. As you go back, you will learn through experience as to what you're. Now, I would
Everything
also
on your
add, if you're
first
bringing a lot of stuff into the parks, this isn't part of Chris's thing, but a backpack actually works really well. We bring a lot of like waters, so we have like bottles of water and such, and that gets pretty heavy. So if you have a backpack, that kind of helps to distribute the weight a little better when you're carrying it around all day.
Packing.
Yeah, and hat boxes and what's that
Bird cage. Retro bird cage.
right? You never know when you're going to need it.
Yeah, exactly.
Photo shoot. Oh, it's so
So that
funny.
is brought to you by dreamcreatorstravel.com. If you can dream it, we can create it. And we still have the special. If you let them know that you heard about them from us, and you book a 3-night, 3-day package, you can get a $25 gift card on your trip. And who doesn't need an extra $25 when you're at Disney?
And it doesn't. It could be. It's a minimum. You could book a 7-night if you want.
Yeah,
Or an
at
8-night
least a
or
3-night,
10-night.
3-day package. I mean, you're going
Yeah.
to stay there for at least 7 days, and you're going to spend at least $25. I'm pretty sure of it. And
Yeah,
as always, go ahead and check out Busy Moms Planning Disney on Facebook. That's run by Jennifer and Julissa of Dream Creator Travel, and that's where we get a lot of our tips.
Mhm. Good stuff
Exactly.
on there.
You just get caught up in the comments here. Just give
Sorry,
it to
I
the
can't
heavy to
see
carry.
any of the.
I remembered most of that this time. I'm
Yeah,
doing
that was
better.
good.
Mary's saying she always brought too much at first. I think everybody does that on their first trip. They bring
I
way
still
more.
do.
than what they need.
I think that's traveling in general. I mean, the more you travel, the more you're like, how can we pare this down?
Yeah. Pretty sure you could add some zeros after that 25 when it comes to spending.
Yeah. I
A
know.
bit of news.
Yes.
Disneyland announced it's the 25th or the 20th anniversary for the Haunted Mansion overlay.
Oh, okay.
Haunted Mansion holiday overlay, and of course one of the big announcements always with the Haunted Mansion holiday overlay is the gingerbread house.
The gingerbread house, absolutely.
So they came out with the concept drawing for the gingerbread house, and I guess this one's incorporating all past gingerbread houses.
Well, that's good. Yeah, that's cute.
So it's going to have like, this was one gingerbread house once upon a time, this was part of a gingerbread house once upon a time, and they're just kind of incorporating everything into one big gingerbread house. So
Nice.
going to be something to see for sure. And of course, with the the Haunted Mansion holiday overlay
Mm-hmm.
there's always merch. So this is the graphics for the 20th anniversary for the Haunted Mansion holiday overlay at Disneyland. You got this, what do they call these bottles? A growler, or what do they call them?
I just call them water bottles. I don't know.
Water bottles? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
But that
this,
zipper isn't new.
yeah, I did going to say, I didn't think this was new, but
No,
that's
it's
a
not
zipper.
new. I've seen
Yeah.
that for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird.
Mary says that the graphic looks kind of busy this year. It does. It's a very busy looking gingerbread house. That'd be hard to see from your dune buggy for sure.
I found them on the second story.
Oh, okay.
Or
Terrorizing the alligators.
they found me.
And then the other little bit of news, all this yet or not, but the trailer came out for the new Pixar movie, Red Panda.
No, I didn't hear anything about that.
Yeah, so
Or being red or something like that, or becoming red.
I thought it was
saw something for the Encanto, but
okay.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
I didn't hear about this one at all.
Turning red.
Turning red. Yes,
Like
it's
angry?
about a little girl who's in school, and when she gets anxiety or whatever, she turns into a giant red panda.
Oh,
So the trailer came out, and what's really cool, I didn't know this because they announced this during the D23 Expo, but I didn't know that this is going to be set in Canada.
wow.
Is the setting, and the same director that did remember Bay or Bo, with the
Bao?
lady
Yeah,
that
Yes.
made the dumplings. It's the same
Uh-huh.
director
Oh,
that
okay.
directed that
Okay.
one, that directed this one. So let's take a look at the trailer. I might have to crank the volume up, but
All right, guys. The quadratic formula. Who could tell me how the formula begins? X equals.
No, this isn't happening. What is that?
Settle down, little goblins.
That's
calming down, calm down.
Yes! No!
Did you see her shirt?
Yeah, and her hat, her knit hat. So I'm excited for this now that I hear that's from Canada, especially. It's kind of cool.
Well, that looks very cute.
Cute.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. Mary says she hasn't heard anything about it. I heard
Me
about it. They
neither.
announced it at D23 Expo, but I didn't heard a boo about it since. So,
Yeah, I saw a poster for it earlier, and that was about the first time I'd even heard of it.
yeah.
I did see an email come in about it said like something about watch the new trailer, but I didn't even finish reading the email. Watch the new trailer for something, but I didn't even open
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it looks interesting. So anyway, something
There you go.
something different. What are we doing here on time? Do we want the food coming up for food and wine,
Sure.
Sure.
or do we want it? Or Holly, are you going up to the elevator? What's happening here?
No, I'm not going yet. They'll definitely leave and come. I got to see if they want to do it. I don't know. I know Chris probably
Okay.
isn't a fan, but we got our Oogie Boogie tickets today, but I
Oh,
know
yes,
a lot of people were having issues with that. So I guess it was like their tickets, and then it would charge would never get an actual confirmation.
Hmm.
So this happened to, I mean, they're just going to be holds on their account. Just really frustrating. I didn't have any issues. So I don't know, really weird, but IT was trying to get it figured out for everybody. But I know people had like hundreds, if not thousands of over and over again. And I think George was saying someone he knew had $2,000 in holds. And I had a friend who tried it 3 times at 400 and something each. So, and I mean, if that's your
Crazy.
if that's your checking account, then that can really cause problems. You know, that's why I usually use a credit card for things like that. But I mean, if your checking account has that many holds, I don't know.
Yeah. Mary's completely correct. Disney
Yeah.
needs a better IT team.
It's
It-
crazy.
They can't seem to handle anything.
Well,
Like,
the thing is like they're presented with like such huge loads for some of these things. It's difficult to really
Mary,
plan
Holly,
for
look
those.
behind you.
Right.
There's a polar bear
I
behind
know.
you. Sorry, go ahead.
That's why I stood over here. I saw him like, I'm going to go stand over here.
No, these are, I mean, in terms of how some of this works, I mean, you're getting a mass all at once. This is about the same. This is basically what happens to their servers every time they go live with some of these things. It's difficult to prepare for that,
Manage that no matter what.
without also loosening restrictions for the other kind of attack, which looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
There's a lot of techniques. This is actually pretty understandable.
Yeah.
They're doing the best.
I didn't have any problem. It took about 40 minutes, and then I went right in and bought the tickets, and no issue at all. So
Ticketmaster or StubHub, they get thousands and thousands of people trying to get on it, and yet they seem to manage it.
bot thingy at the beginning where you have to check how many buses or chimneys or
You know, like
I'm just thinking Disney probably gets hammered a little bit harder than some of these other places. So
I don't know,
no,
man.
because I've bought tickets for, I can't think of off the top of my head, but where concert tickets are sold out in a matter of seconds, and you go in there and have to do that bot thingy, and either you get in a waiting room or you go right in. I don't know the difference. And that could be a concert with 75,000 people, and they're sold out in 4 seconds. So I don't know. I don't know the difference.
Yeah, they just it's crazy. But yeah,
I agree,
cap
Mary.
codes they're frustrating, but maybe that's the difference. Maybe that's what Disney needs to do. Is
I
something
know,
like
I
that.
hate it because I'm like, I checked all the squares with the buses. What do you mean?
I'm not a robot. Oh
So
man.
funny.
So all the photos I'm going to be showing are entirely from the Disney food blog, except for this one. So
enough.
Food and Wine's coming up quick, and no one's really talking about it. Starting July 15th.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you, when does it start? I
Wait,
haven't
that's
heard
like
anything about
2
it.
days from now.
I know,
Yeah.
and I'm not hearing anything from anybody about
And
it.
it goes all the way until November. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's a long one. Now a lot of the things, actually, I think it's only there's 32 food booths this year, but 9 of them are going to open October 1st for the grand opening.
Okay.
Or for the anniversary. So I thought we can't do 32 in a half hour time period.
Right.
And not all the like the Disney food blog is great, but they don't have every photo yet of every single piece of food. you know
Right.
they will. Like they're
Yeah,
absolutely amazing
July
down there.
16th, they'll have it. They'll
Yeah,
have them all.
probably. Yeah, AJ will be all over it and her
Mhm.
team. Uh, so I thought I'd go starting at A and being alphabetical. So the Alps is opening October 1st. So that's going to be a ways away yet. But someone else can read these. I'm not good at reading.
I'm just gonna say it's a warm Swiss cheese with ham and potatoes with a baguette.
Yeah.
That looks really
A
good.
warm raclette Swiss cheese with alpine ham, baby potatoes, cornichons, cornicons. I don't know.
I don't
And a
know.
baguette.
Yes. So $5.50. I kind of really want to try this one.
Yeah,
It
that
looks
one looks
good.
really
This looks
good.
really good.
I like it.
Swiss cheese with alpine ham. I think this is the same
Same one.
one, but
Wait.
Same one again. Just
something
maybe a
like,
different, slightly like
wait a
smaller
minute.
one.
Did I put the wrong description? Oh, you know what? This one does not have the alpine ham.
Oh,
My
okay.
mistake.
Okay.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So without the alpine ham, it's a little bit cheaper. So bring your own ham
good.
and
Gotta
save
have the
yourself
ham.
$1.
That ham looks really good.
Bring a couple slices of ham from home and save $1.
Still looks good though.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Blueberry and almond something tart.
I think it's Fragenpan? Fragen.
Frangipane? Frangipane? I
So
don't know.
funny.
Who knew the Swiss was so hard to get along with?
With
Tonight?
Right?
creme brioche cheese and blue diamond almonds.
Yeah. This looks good.
Okay.
I don't know if it's
blueberry.
$4.50 though. That seems kind of high for. Mind you, I guess that's what the
Depends on-
companies are.
Depends on how big it is.
Well, you know it's not going to be big.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to judge from these, but
Uh-huh.
you know what? Everything's a little overpriced at the Food and Wine just because you're getting these really small samples for, prices like this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So now Stan wants us to have rotting ham around like Disneyland had rotting fish.
Yeah.
I'll have to tell that story one day. Gotta go over here again. I like how it has the blue diamond and it has the trademark
Mhm.
copyright.
It's not just any old diamonds; it's blue diamond almonds.
So Appleseed Orchard at Le Salier Steakhouse. So the frozen apple pie is going to be coming
Oh.
back. That looks so
That
good.
Yeah, that sounds
that looks
delicious.
That looks really good. And the I didn't change the thing again. Man, oh man, I'm not doing good. This was the
Were you in a
spiced,
hurry today or something? Come
I
on,
know.
kinda, yeah, but this was a spiced apple. There they are.
They found me. They found me.
Going down the elevators, up and down.
Oh,
I have
it's
tried this
$8.
one. I have tried this one, and it was actually pretty darn good. And the cup's kind of nice, little collectible too.
Yeah, that looks cool.
So that one is
Yeah.
hot? That one's
No,
hot?
it's cold. It's cold,
Oh, that one's
and
hot
but it
too.
has,
Okay.
has like vodka in it or something like. Which it was Canadian,
Okay.
so it wouldn't be vodka, rum, rye. I don't know.
So
And yes,
Australia.
The
Mhm.
Australia booth isn't opening till October 1st. This looks really good.
Sweet and spicy bushberry shrimp with pineapple, peppers, onions, and snap peas. Well, I
Man,
can do without the peppers and the onions, but the rest of it sounds good.
this looks so good to me. I
Those
really
shrimp
want to
look
try it.
huge.
Yeah, I know. What's Scott saying here? Simon, my main man. Hola.
All right, so we have a roasted lamb chop with sweet potato puree.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'd
that's
pass on,
good. I mean, small but good.
yeah, I think I'd pass on this one. Are you guys like lamb?
You know, I think the only time I ever have it is like when I'm on a cruise ship.
Okay, I've only had it once. I didn't care too much for it. Maybe it wasn't prepared
I
properly.
mean, well, I've had it on the cruise ships, and I like it.
No. I mean,
No? Fair enough.
I've never had it. It's not something I'm,
Yeah,
yeah.
It's something. It's one of those things I'm willing to try in a situation like being on a cruise ship, but I wouldn't necessarily like make it for myself.
yeah, or even order it at a restaurant.
No,
type
I've
of
never
thing.
tried it. And little baby lambs.
Looking up at you with its
Yeah.
cute little eyes, going, "Please don't eat me."
course, she's in the Bass Pro Shop with all the hunters and fishermen
Yeah.
saying, "Well, they all yell out. Everyone here like lamb. They're all going to yell, yeah."
So this is a deconstructive pavlova.
Yeah, this looks
So it
interesting.
looks like we have some fruit and some stuff.
Exactly.
Oh, Holly, you're
As two
freezing up.
little cute little puppies came up and were sniffing my feet right now. As I was talking about the baby lamb. Right?
I think this is like a marzipan here, I'm guessing.
On the top. I'm thinking those are meringue.
You're in a bad spot, Holly. Yeah, you're in a bad spot. You're kind of breaking up there. You were better by the
Okay.
polar bear.
Pavlova recipe has 3 components: meringue base, whipped cream, and fresh fruits.
Yeah, it is. So it is a meringue. And then they have the Australian wine flight.
Nice.
2 whites and 1 red.
Belgium.
Belgium's opening October 1st as well. Yeah, Monica says meringue as well. That's what I thought. Yeah, Mary's not a fan of the deconstructed anythings. I
Yeah,
like
it's
the
kinda like
deconstructed
you
dishes.
make them, right? I mean,
Yeah. So beer, please go ahead.
okay, sorry. Beer braised beef served with smoked Gouda mashed potatoes.
That looks really good. I could eat that right now.
Mm,
That looks really good.
Yeah, I would like that.
I could be on board with that.
Yeah. That's making me hungry, and I just ate.
Well, I haven't.
I haven't eaten either. Belgian waffle with berry compote and whipped cream.
Basic, but looks good.
Yeah. I haven't. Mary says that beef looks good too.
Hmm.
Yeah, that one does look good. And they also have the Belgian waffle with warm chocolate ganache and whipped cream.
Nice.
That looks better than the other one.
Yeah.
Chilled coffee featuring
Yeah.
Godiva chocolate liqueur.
That sounds good.
Okay, now I got to go to Food and Wine. I wasn't planning on going to Walt Disney World, but I really think I need to go now. That looks so
Between
good.
the beef and mashed potatoes and this,
Yeah.
we've sold Stan on it.
Yeah,
Right?
and that shrimp dish too. I'm a sucker for shrimp.
All right, and a Belgian beer flight. What
Sure.
do we got here? We got a blonde Belgian pale ale, Saint Bernardo something, and a red fruit beer. Interesting.
The red fruit beer I'd like to try. That looks like it might be something good. And then
All right.
Brazil isn't opening until October 1st, but we got a few sneak peeks.
It's not letting me turn my camera
Something.
back on. I don't
Brazilian
know why.
seafood stew.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I think I'll pass on this one.
See, no, I like seafood, so I would maybe try something like that. Looks like a creamy
There we
sauce
go.
and some seafood. I would be okay with that.
Actually, you know what? I probably would give this a go too, because this is the type of thing where you can spend a couple of bucks and try it, as opposed to spending, $20, $30 at a restaurant. And
That's
I don't
true.
know about it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Which
probably
is
not
kind of the
bad.
whole idea of food and wine, really.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Katie says it all looks good.
You're
Yeah,
not
that's kind of
wrong.
the point of food and wine, eh? Like you said.
Hmm.
This looks good.
Yeah,
Brazilian cheese bread.
that's probably really good.
That looks really good.
How can you go wrong with anything called cheese bread? Crispy pork belly with black beans and tomato.
That's probably good.
Yeah, that looks good too.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I think we're going in the elevator right now. So I'm gonna turn my camera off, or I can try to. I'm sure I'll
Try
be
it,
in service.
try it.
Okay, I can
We'll,
try.
Yeah, try it out.
I'm gonna mute myself though, so you guys can continue talking.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Good luck.
Katie, you know what? Katie's never had pork belly. I gotta say, I've never had the pork belly either, other than like bacon.
Sure.
Jason's saying that looks good. Yum. Okay, so we'll see if we can catch up to Holly on the top.
All right, so we have a frozen caparana.
I'm glad you're reading these.
It's a piranha. Okay.
It's a piranha. It's a frozen piranha. Featuring
Leblon Shakaka.
that looks good. I have no idea what it is, but it looks good.
It looks like a frozen lime sort of slushy with some liqueur in it.
Okay.
Is what I'm guessing.
Okay, hang on here. I'm gonna stop sharing and let's see what's Holly up to here. She waiting in line, I think.
Yeah, we're after them. So after they go, so it could still be
Okay.
a little bit,
Okay.
unless they're using both.
So where are you off to tomorrow then, Holly?
Tomorrow we're headed to Nashville for 2 nights.
Nashville.
I've heard of Nashville.
Yes. Okay, so that has rum and lime in it.
Rum and lime. Okay.
That the one we couldn't pronounce. the frozen.
Monica to the rescue. Hmm.
So, yeah. Okay, so let's see what Canada. You know what Canada is going to have. There's even no point even opening the next picture. Same thing every year, and it's something we don't even have here in Canada. I mean, we sell it in a can. Do you guys not sell cheese soup in a can?
Not this cheese soup.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
this
yeah,
kind
we
of
do. Yeah,
cheese
not
soup.
just this cheese soup, but we do have cheese soup in a can. But
Nothing that compares to this cheese soup. This is the best cheese. This is the reason to go to Food and Wine. This is the reason to go to Epcot. This is apparently it's not a reason to go to Canada because they don't have it there. But
no, we don't have it here. If it wasn't for Epcot, I wouldn't even have heard of it before. Yeah, so Mary's saying the same thing. They don't have this kind of cheese soup in a can.
yeah.
Cheese soup, yeah, exactly. It's the same thing every year they have a can. I like there's other Canadian things like we have a dessert called the Nanaimo bars, which is kind of I don't think it's in the U.S. at all, and it's amazing. It's like a chocolate and like I don't know, like, it's so good. I can't even describe it. It's chocolate covered. I know that. It's like
See, the problem is that people have discovered this particular cheese soup is so good they can't not do it anymore.
you're right.
Or there would be revolts. There would be riots in the streets.
Yeah, yeah. But it's silly that they put the Canadian name to it. And then the Lecellier wild mushroom beef filet mignon with truffle berry sauce. I've had this one before, and
Butter sauce,
it is to die for. This is like
that
one of the
sounds
best.
really
dishes.
good.
It is so good. That wild mushroom tartar sauce that they have, butter tartar
That
sauce.
would be worth $8.75, I think.
Yeah, it's a tiny piece, but man, you just take the fork and just pull it off, and it just melts in your mouth. It is so good.
Oh, it looks like Holly's going up her elevator.
Oh, okay, let's stop sharing here and see what's happening on this elevator.
Jack Emmett and I were not very far from this building on Mississippi River Fishing.
Well, I
Johnny
think
was trying to make a major decision. If we should put a bank.
So this, I'm still kind of confused. I don't know if this elevator
We do it. Not
goes
knowing
anywhere or just goes up.
I suppose it goes up to the top. There's no stops along the way.
Well, guess what?
That's what they mean by
So does this
freestanding.
go to that lookout
Set
point?
the hook, reel it
Yeah.
fix, and remove all the pressure. Johnny said, it's a deal. We're gonna do it. We all kiss the fish and release them. Before the fish even
Why
got
is
back
it
to
a
the
whole
boat,
flag?
Johnny started making plans on turning this place.
Is this the Bass Pro Shop Pro that's talking? Is that what we're just listening to?
Well,
I'm taking pictures of every 20 feet of the elevator.
to go and have a big time. Don't forget to step out on those glass overlooks and take a look at those amazing views. And have a good time, folks.
This is a really slow elevator.
Yeah.
Good thing I'm not scared of heights. I would be scared if I was.
Now let's see. You're gonna step out onto the glass floor right away. Okay, no, there's a little bit of a landing.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, so it's going to the roof observation deck. Okay.
I can't believe I have to service that one time. gosh, I'm shaking from that.
She's shaking. That's scary.
Yeah. Look at my camera. Like, oh wow, this is beautiful.
Oh, look at this.
This is really neat.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. We're getting out here. What do we see
my
from the
gosh.
top here?
She walked out to the last floor without even thinking about it. Wow.
Do you see what my hands are shaking? Do you see the
You're
camera?
totally shaking. Are you gonna? Okay, after a while, I want to see the glass floor.
Look down. You see the pyramid? If you fall, there's like a really long slide.
Oh, okay, so it's all
There's
clear.
a little bit of metal. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not
Okay.
like see-through. But
that's quite the view.
that's it.
Oh my gosh, that's creepy.
Especially when I showed you the picture earlier of how tall it was. And oh my goodness. Feels nice out here though.
Wow.
There's probably less bugs up there too.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a good point. Stan said there's probably less bugs up here.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh, I have to hold it with both hands.
I'm
because
scared to
shaking
drop
so
it.
bad.
Yeah, don't drop your phone, whatever you do.
Yeah, don't drop your phone at this point. That would be terrible.
I'm standing on the
You guys want to go eat?
If we can.
Yeah, we probably can.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry.
We can just get something.
Let's see. There's another side too.
So which way does the sun set? You get to. Is it like which way you're
Yeah, let me-
facing?
Yeah,
Oh,
let
the
me go.
sun sets that way. Okay.
Yeah, so the sun's probably right there. Into that cloud. So yeah, so we were out here a little bit later and we probably could have seen that. So here's the restaurant.
Are you going to have? Look at the other fish up there. That's your menu up there. You get to
Right.
pick. You get to just pick from the ceiling.
You just point at that one and go, I'll have the blue one.
Yeah. That one has propellers.
Oh,
Riveting.
A lookout at the pyramid.
This looks more like a glass floor now.
it's the same, but see, you can see right through it. See?
Okay.
That's just there to scare the tourists.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to go down the slide.
Yeah,
That is a
Simon
great
wants
view,
to slide
though.
down the building. He was talking about, oh, if it broke, we just slide down the side, down the pyramid.
There you go.
It's quicker than the elevator, really.
That was a slow elevator, so yeah, it probably would be. You don't have to wait in line.
Yeah, no thank you. Look at that. No thanks. Wow.
That looking up is kind of. Look up again. That was kind of creepy. That was kind of freaky.
Oh, no.
Up there.
The top
Yeah,
of the
that's-
pyramid there.
That's kind of
You're not that far from the top there, Stan.
no.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty. I'm still shaking, you guys.
Jumping, Mommy.
Don't start jumping.
Guys, we're jumping. Yeah, I'm not sure if Scott's still watching, but Scott, does that remind you of a wrestling ring? You could do some wrestling up there.
Right?
You got the turnbuckles. Oh, look at their fish. I never noticed that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, the railings are fish.
Look at they're fish.
Sweet.
Right here. Right here.
Nice bit of detail. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's pretty cool.
Can they see me?
Yeah. And now I'm going
That's up there.
Yeah, that is really high. So it's like, what, 28 stories was the elevator.
Yeah,
So
28 stories. According to Mary.
That's pretty cool.
that is pretty cool.
I don't know what happened. Every time I try to switch my camera.
It takes a while to catch up, it seems.
Yeah.
There you
There we go.
go. That's really neat.
Yeah.
That is really neat. That,
I mean,
that is
it's
really
not
interesting.
it's not as good as the world's largest ball of string, or those other roadside attractions you might come across.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Not be
Carolyn
Be
Wood is saying, "Be careful."
Mary says, "Get your $36 worth up there."
Yeah, stay for the sunset.
Right. Well, if we eat, then we probably can. If we're gonna,
Oh, okay.
Chris was gonna see if we could eat right now in this restaurant.
It didn't look very busy, that
I'm-
restaurant, so you probably could get
It didn't. That's what-
seats.
Yeah, that's what he was thinking. I mean, it's only Tuesday, so
Yeah.
not like a
True.
Saturday night or anything.
Simon, this is all the structure.
But
If you
I think
break
I'm gonna
this,
go ahead
it's
and log off
selling.
and
Yeah.
All right. Well,
All right,
thanks
thanks
for joining
for,
us
for
and
joining
showing us all these cool sites.
yeah, definitely. We'll see you
And,
later, guys.
and you're going to be
Bye.
somewhere different next week too. Hopefully you can pop on.
Yeah, we'll be. I'm trying to think where we'll be, but yeah, we'll be in Gatlinburg somewhere. So I don't know if that was the day we're going to Dollywood. I have to look at and see where we're going to be. But yeah, I should be able to.
Somewhere around
Hop on
that,
again.
that'll be some interesting sites as well. Anywhere
Yeah.
around Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who knows? I might be in the forest with some bears. I don't know. I hear there's a lot of bears around there.
Maybe you should message Dolly Parton and let her know that we do this live show and ask her if she wants to join us.
Well, I did message them saying that I was coming and that I was on a podcast. And is there anything that they wanted
Did you
to
really?
do? I did, yeah, but they never got back to me.
Yeah,
Huh.
I'm used to that now.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a crapshoot. You never know. Like
You never
sometimes
know.
they get back to you and sometimes they don't. So it's
Yeah.
okay.
Katie's saying to have a great time.
Thank you, Katie.
Scotty's saying have fun and be safe.
Thanks, Scott.
Bye bye.
We all love following along on your adventures.
Right.
And where in the world is Holly?
Absolutely.
Okay, guys. We'll
All right.
see you later.
All right.
All right,
Bye,
have fun.
Holly.
Enjoy your
Bye.
dinner.
Thank you.
Oh, that was exciting.
That was really exciting. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Enjoy dinner.
Yeah.
So we're only going to go up to the east. We're almost through this. So yeah, I gotta say this was an amazing piece of beef.
Oh
Right.
yeah, I believe you.
The donut box is
The
next.
donut
I
box.
don't think I've ever heard of this one. So far the only pictures that they have on the Disney food blog is a strawberry smoothie.
Well, you would think they would have donuts at a place called the Donut Box.
Oh, they have the black and white coffee cocktail garnished with a donut hole. So
Well, sure.
Katie says, I think it's new. I think it is new because I don't remember seeing that donut box at all before. So
No.
there's still stuff to come for this one. I'm really curious and interested to see what comes out of the donut box. It opens in 2 days. So you would think they would have the menu posted by now
You'd think so.
or more of it. So anyways, well, I'm looking forward to seeing that one. Earth Eats, they've been around for a few years now. And they're all kind of like vegan and vegetarian type meals.
Okay, so we've got an
Earth Eats.
Impossible Burger. Okay. With
Yeah.
wasabi cream and spicy slaw.
And I did try this one, and it was a little bit spicy for me.
I'm guessing. I mean, between the wasabi and the spicy slaw,
Yeah, exactly.
that stuff's not exactly ice cream.
Katie says, I'm not sure about the black coffee thing. That last one there, that coffee one actually looked really good to me. This one.
Black and white coffee cocktail.
Yeah, with a donut hole. I don't know, that looks good. Katie says she tried this one. It was good. I think she's talking about the
Impossible Burger.
Slider, yeah. Oh, and that's the end.
All right. Oh,
Yeah, that was the end of the presentation. So we'll keep doing these. Hopefully, we get more with prices and stuff because I'm always curious how much these things cost. And
So is this starting earlier than usual? I don't remember this. I always thought of like food and wine as being like October, November, not starting in July.
it seems crazy early to me. Like, yeah, it always seems to start like October, doesn't it, or September?
Yeah, like September maybe, but yeah, July seems like crazy early for them to be starting this already.
Yeah, yeah. Mary says it's early. It seems very early to me, and it seems like it's catching everybody off guard because I don't know of anybody really even mentioning it anywhere.
Well, that's probably why, because no one's even thinking about this. They're thinking that's like sometime in like September, not
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, exactly. So what's coming up on the Grand Circle Tour podcast?
You know, for about the first time in I don't know how long, I was not on the recording, so I don't know.
Actually, I was on this one.
Oh,
So Dan and I were on together, and Dan had a friend of his come on. Really interesting show. We recorded it the other day.
okay.
He has a friend came on, and his friend he just came back from Walt Disney World or from Florida, and he did the Universal Studios VIP tour.
Oh,
Then 2 days later, he did the Disney World VIP tour.
so he spent a lot of money.
Well, he had some friends, I think, that went with him, and I'm not sure if they paid for it or if he paid for it, or I don't know who. But yeah, they're not cheap. The VIP tours are not
No,
cheap at all.
I'm sure not.
Yeah, Justin got the day off. Steve says, I don't think booths will be open either. I'm open in July and don't open until late September, early October for staffing issues. Yeah, there is some that are opening later
Yeah.
for this year. Yeah, so it's a really interesting show. For myself in particular, because I did the VIP tour at Universal Studios Hollywood.
Okay.
2017. So it's interesting to hear the differences between the one in Florida versus the one in California. I mean, the one in California only got one park for starters,
Yeah.
as opposed to two in Florida.
Uh-huh.
So that's right away a difference. Plus, the one in California, you got the actual working studios.
Mm-hmm.
You know that they actually film TV and movies at the studio. So we got to walk around at hot sets that are currently in filming type of thing. So it was really interesting, to hear the difference between the Universal one and the Disney World one. I don't want to spoil anything about the podcast, but you got to listen to it. And after you listen to it, which one would you rather do? Is my question.
Okay.
Because it's the Universal one's pretty darn good. I kind of hate to say it, but I think
listen to that and let you know.
yeah, I got a feeling that this is not happening this Saturday. We had one last Saturday. It was the first one we had in a couple of weeks, but I can't be here this Saturday for it. So I don't know. I don't think there's one happening this Saturday. Maybe. I don't know. That's not happening this week. Take that out of there. The solo show coming up this week. The speaking of Dan Hansen, engineer. What's his
Conductor.
Conductor.
I had to ask him the last time I was on with him.
Yeah, Conductor Dan was my guest. So
Okay.
we did a trip report for his recent trip to Walt Disney World,
Sweet.
and that was part one. And we're going to do part two as part of a Grand Circle Tour episode.
Okay.
And the part
Nice.
two is going to be dining only. So we don't talk about any food on the solo show one, which is weird. We're not talking about food on a trip report. We talked about all the things that Dan experienced on these Walt Disney World trip, and then we're going to do the other one, the dining one for Grand Circle Tour.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's coming up sometime in the possibly not too distant future.
Yeah. Mary's saying that this Saturday thing isn't a great time. It's not that it's not a great time. The timing is not great. The time of day is not great. It's a great time. It's just that it's not a great day. Katie is saying they used to film at Universal Studios in Florida in the 90s and early 20s. Yes.
In the 2000, yeah.
Yeah. Well, they used to film in
In
MGM
Hollywood
Studios.
Yeah.
MGM Studios.
Yeah, they used to have like the whole animation thing. I remember going on that tour. You could see the animators like working, and yeah, it was a great tour. And yeah, no, they don't do that.
Yeah. The dark side, the Universal. Listen to the podcast and let me know which one you think was a better tour. Which one? Because it was that Universal one. Yeah, no Panda tonight. I think Jimmy is doing his thing tonight. I'm not sure if he's still here or not. I haven't get it up here. There we go. So
There we are. There. Tuesday night, why not?
9 and 10. But I got a baseball game to watch. World Series or not the World Series. The All-Star game is on tonight.
Okay.
So that
Sure.
starts in about 2 minutes. So I'll be watching that. I like watching the All-Star game. So tune in next Tuesday from 7 to 8. We'll find out where the heck Holly is. And
Maybe tune in on Saturday. We don't know. So that's like George and Jason are kind of in charge of that one.
yeah, I don't think they're doing one this Saturday.
Okay. Is George is still on vacation, right?
I think he comes back Friday.
Okay.
I'm not
So
sure.
sure.
And as always, we're brought to you by Dream Creators Travel for all your Disney World, Universal Studios, Disneyland, any trip basically. Dollywood. Contact
We can
them.
dream it, we can create it is their motto.
Exactly. Thanks for coming on. Thanks everybody for watching. And we'll see you next week.
All right. Sounds great.
All right. Take care, everybody. Have a great week.
Goodbye.